US President Donald J. Trump wants Russia to end the senseless war they are waging on Ukraine. According to John Kelly, the acting deputy permanent representative of the United States to the UN, Trump has expressed his desire for Russia to end the conflict, emphasizing that it's a senseless war that should have never happened. He believes Russia do not want to stop the barbarism and senseless war, citing the toll on soldiers from Ukraine, Russia, North Korea, and China who participated in the war. Trump's plan involves negotiating a peaceful settlement with Russia, Ukraine, and European stakeholders, but the Russian leader mocks the West, downplaying the peace deal upon Trump's nuclear submarine threats to the Russian region to demonstrate Russia is within U.S. striking reach. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky has stated that Ukraine won't give in to Russia's ultimatums and refuse to sign any agreement made without Ukraine's participation. In a new development, Russia's horrific drone and missile attacks on Kyiv have resulted in 31 deaths and over 150 wounded. Russian drones have been hitting targets in Ukraine more frequently than usual, with residences of ordinary Ukrainian citizens once again coming under attack from Russian invaders. The overnight combined attack, which involved 440 drones and 32 missiles nationwide, caused widespread destruction, including a direct hit on residential buildings, trapping people under the rubble. Many are still missing and rescue efforts are ongoing.
This is a new development by the Russian military-industrial complex, which allows for improved tactical and technical characteristics and accordingly reduces the impact of air and missile defense systems at the moment of their neutralization. At the moment, there is no information in open sources about the exact number of Geran 3 units produced, but this clearly indicates that the Russian Federation is significantly scaling up the production of unmanned aerial vehicles, specifically drones equipped with small jet engines, to substantially increase their destructive firepower against Ukraine's critical infrastructure targets.
And here is another alarming trend. The effectiveness of the occupiers' drone attacks has tripled. On average, about 15% of UAVs penetrated Ukrainian air defenses from April to June, whereas in the first quarter of the year, this figure was only around 5%.
They took into account the experience of countering mobile fire groups, and that's why attacks on Ukraine's infrastructure targets are now being carried out from an altitude ceiling of 2,000 to 3,000 meters. The second point is the use and improvement of strike tactics, namely the so-called caravan approach.
Watch your words, you're treading on dangerous ground. The US president harshly put Putin's jester in his place, who also happens to be the deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev.
The Russian Federation is bolstering its relationship with China through joint naval exercises in the Asia-Pacific region. Recently, Russia and Chinese naval vessels conducted a series of drills in the Sea of Japan, showcasing their growing military cooperation.
There are only 3 such ships in the Chinese fleet.
This primarily indicates that the People's Republic of China is making it abundantly clear to the Russian Federation about the actual and current state of its naval capabilities and overall fleet strength. In other words, it is technically worn out and not ready to carry out combat missions.
As China has sent its rescue vessels to the shores of Russia, coinciding not only with the Pacific Fleet exercises, but also to help its ally on rescue missions over the earthquake with floods of over 3 to 4 meters that nearly caused a tsunami, which would have been a disaster to Russia's submarine fleet in the region.